Every step you take, every move you make, the Rome Bros will be right there to philosophize in between your thighs. We'll be watching you.
Didn't really rhyme.
Hey, man, it's been a rough week, okay? Emotionally, it's been a rough week. My main man Marcel's back on my right-hand side. I'm
still not a rapper, apparently.
The Rome Bros. Oh, well, I mean, I didn't know if you were really serious about that. I tried to call the fancy chef, and you ran out of here, man.
Dude, I couldn't, man. That's the kind of shit that I cannot. Like, stuff like that on YouTube, bro. Yeah. I can't watch it, man. Like, the Omega cringe.
Yeah?
Secondhand embarrassment shit, bro. I can't.
Yeah,
I cannot. I'm out, bro. That shit was like, I have to leave. I can't be here while this is happening. What did he say, man?
He was ready, dude. Like, oh yeah, because he's like, how much of a budget are you working with? I was like, we can probably do 20. He was like, oh well, yeah,
$20 or 20,000.
I'm sure he was hoping I meant 20K, but I just said 20. And of course, he tried to be super polite about it, but he was like, under the impression I was talking to a man. And I go, I am a man. My voice just sounds like this. I promise.
I'm not the singer of the band, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was under the impression I was talking to.
Which, I don't know how. All I did was call and he
where did he get that impression?
I don't know.
I
think that was just his weird way of trying to figure out if he was talking to a man or a woman. You know?
I cannot believe you did that, man.
I mean, but yeah, that was a dream come true, man. I didn't fucking got the.
Oh, now he wants to throw the ball? He was sitting there earlier, and I was like, if I throw, you gonna go get it? And he just looked at me like he was not interested. And I was like, okay.
Well, you gotta throw it, man.
He's not.
Yeah, he's not. He begrudgingly did it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very excited about it. No, he's not.
No fun to be had.
He's like, don't freaking do that shit again, man.
Yeah. Mama ain't home. There ain't no fun to be had.
All right, well, we're listening to another song.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on the fuckboard. And we're going to determine if it's about fucking or if it is not about fucking. And Darius is so happy that we're listening to 80s rock songs. I don't know why it's making him so happy, but as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
It brings me joy. I don't know why either, but
and it looks like we're listening to Rainbow in the Dark by Dio, is that right? Apparently it's a classic. Maybe I have heard it. It definitely doesn't ring a bell. I couldn't tell you any lyrics right now, but possibly when it comes on, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard it before. Do you think I will have?
I don't know. This one, see, even for me, Rainbow in the Dark is the only lyrics that I do know to this, so I'm really curious.
So we don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're going in super blind. It could be about grooming small children, as has been the case many times.
Oh, man. Well, fingers crossed.
But it's not about that. We're not hoping that it is. Any new viewers here being like, oh, these guys are creeps. No, we don't want that. But I'm sure it's copyrighted, like they all are.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to pause, and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Going here. I didn't read. We're back. We're back. Hold on. Okay. RomeBros, listen to that song. We're more enthralled by the music video that was going on than to listen to whatever the fuck it was saying. I couldn't understand what he was saying. So we looked up the lyrics to see if we could figure out what it was about. Didn't help.
No, not. It was very vague. I think, again, like if you want to reach,
I just don't know what it's about.
You could make the case that anything. Because like it's the 80s and it's not cool to be gay yet, that like maybe you're gay, but you got to keep it in the dark. So you're the rainbow in the dark.
Okay, well the chorus is, no sign of the morning coming. You've been left out on your own like a rainbow in the dark.
Yeah, like there's no like, light at the end of the tunnel that like it's ever going to be cool to be gay in the open, so you got to be a rainbow in the dark. But that's still not fucking per se, like just because it's about your sexuality, but yeah, I don't know.
The lightning, it always brings me down. It's free and I see that it's me lost and never found. I cry out for magic, feel it floating in the air. It was fear, but you'll hear it calling you beware.
You're gonna hate my guts.
What the fuck does that even mean, man?
You're gonna hate my guts. But
why am I gonna hate your guts?
We're gonna ask Google. What is rainbow?
I just like it doesn't. None of it makes any sense. Like he's saying words, and I know what the words mean, but like they don't go combined. You know what I mean?
A heavy metaphor for feeling isolated, trapped, and struggling to show one's true potential or inner magic. And inner magic is in quotes. While surrounded by despair, the song reflects the loneliness of having a vibrant, positive spirit, a rainbow that goes unseen because of personal dark circumstances or rejection. So yeah, not necessarily about fun.
So he's just saying that he thinks he's so cool, but no one else knows.
Yeah, nobody's willing to acknowledge.
So he's like a teenager. He's like every teenager ever who thinks they're hot shit, but it's like, why doesn't anyone notice how hot shit I am?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, not
notably not about fucking. So we can slap it on the board here.
Yeah, not a lot of fucking going on in 80s power rock.
Apparently not. What was it called? Rainbow in the Dark.
Yeah, by Dio. Maybe we should have did Holy Diver, because then at the very least you could have made a case for oral sex. You know.
All right. Well, yeah, Rainbow in the Dark definitely. I mean, just read those lyrics. Like if you want to confuse someone, just say those lyrics without it being a song. And they're going to be like, what are you talking about? And then you just continue the lyrics.
And, and unzip your jacket. As you're having the conversation, just unzip your jacket a little more.
So the music video we watched, folks, people who don't understand, the music video we watched, it seemed like every scene, the man's jacket was more unzipped than the last. Yeah. It was almost unzipped at the very end. That was crazy. Anyways, we're going to move on from that beautiful piece of cinema to making our own beautiful piece of cinema. And we got AI.
Oh, man.
Trapped in the AI hellscape.
So...
what? You put on autoplay on YouTube?
Not even autoplay, but like I will fall asleep to a podcast at night, and like it's getting so bad with the ads. Like it was a 15-minute video, a minute 15 seconds in, there's already an ad. Like it's just getting so bad, and it's like these. It'd be one thing if it's like, okay, hey, like play a shitty jingle for some insurance or something, you know, or play, you know, a commercial, even if it's the same commercial every time. But why is it like these fucking AI powered shitty comic books? Have you seen those where it's like,
no,
I've walked up to the most powerful girl in school?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I have seen, yeah, okay. Yeah, like the craziest, like this is only for like 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dipped my hand in the pool and then all of the evil started swirling around my hand. It's just like, I'm having a nightmare and it's being fucking narrated by
I have seen, those are so ridiculous.
And like, if you're doing anything else, like, because, you know, some ads, you know, after about a minute or so, they'll just end. And then it goes back to your video. But those will just keep going.
Just keep going?
It just keeps going. Like, so I'm, like, waking up half of, like, terrified. And just, oh, fuck, skip ad. Okay, damn it. I'm not in hell. Like, you know, I'm not. Dude. It's just...
Yeah, those are pretty bad. I will agree with you on that one. The good news is I feel like everyone knows they're bad, probably, for the most part. So, hopefully they don't stick around too long.
I would hope not, but that one where he walks up to the most... Because, like, one day I was so pissed, I was like, I'm just going to not push skip. I'm just going to see how long this goes. I was sitting there like 20 minutes, dude. He made it onto the fucking school bus. He's arguing with a drill sergeant. Like, it's like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And, like, is it really an ad if you're going to give me the whole fucking thing right now? Like, what's the point in downloading it then? Like, it's like... it's so obnoxious.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just... Or they also have that on, like, just YouTube in general. Like, if you go through YouTube Shorts, man, they'll just have, like, these stories, and it's like, this is just AI, man. Like, it's just like they try to make it sound like it's real with like, oh, I've got, you know, my family or my girlfriend or whatever, and it's like, no, this isn't real. Like, and you can kind of tell because like they'll be talking about it, and you'll be like, what I've noticed that they'll do, what AI will do in stories and stuff, is they'll like focus on a specific detail that if you were a real person living that moment and retelling the story, you would never have acknowledged that moment. It'll be like, the pillow was extra fluffy. Like, bitch, no, my girlfriend was breaking up with me. I didn't notice how fluffy the pillow was. Okay? Like, you know?
No, nobody talks like this.
Yeah, it's like crazy. So the good news is you can kind of tell when it's AI, but yeah, it's...
But I think...
I do agree with those things. What I think we just need, like, there's got to be, like, a indicator. Like, you should be required by law to, like, disclose clearly how much AI you used and how you used it in any content you make.
Yeah. I think that would save a lot of people a lot of time, because then they could just skip right over your bullshit.
Yeah, you just see, oh, wait, you know. Next.
But it's like you said, though, I think everybody involved does know that it's shitty, and honestly, tinfoil hat guy, I think YouTube does it on purpose, so you'll be like, fuck this shit, I'm just going to pay for premium and not have to deal with this.
Honestly, I could see it, man. Like, if they know you're sleeping to it, they put on, like, just any ad that's, like, 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's not a bad call. I mean, maybe it's the case, maybe it's not, we don't know.
Fucking scummy.
But it wouldn't surprise me too much if they're doing stuff like that. But I don't fall asleep to stuff. The best thing to fall asleep to is probably Twitch streams, man. That shit. That's what I used to fall asleep to in college.
I mean, just people playing video games?
Yeah, I playing League of Legends. There's this one guy, dude. Oh my gosh, he's the best. His name is... I can't even say it because it's not like English. It's Chris backwards, so it's Cirque or something, and then EZ. And dude, he is the chillest fucking guy you'll ever fucking watch, man. He'll put you right to sleep. And he streams at like he knows people watch him when he sleeps. He streams at like overnight. Right. He'll start streaming right as I'm going to bed, and then he'll still be like stopping your stream as I'm waking up, and I'm like, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, and you do it well.
So are there no ads on Twitch?
If you pay, what is it, $5 a month to him? Maybe it's $7 a month now. You don't get ads, but I mean, I have the volume really low, so I don't ever really notice the ads. But yeah, there will be ads, but they're very... Well, he plays them relatively often. He'll play them after every game, which is probably like once every 30 minutes. He'll play a couple minutes of ads. Because, you know, he knows you're asleep, so he's going to fucking roll those damn things. But most people on Twitch run, I think they're only required to run like one set of ads an hour. It's like 2 minutes an hour is what they're required to do by Twitch. So they can actually, you know, so that Twitch can make money.
I might be making the jump then, because it's getting hard, man.
Yeah, most streamers don't run ads that often. Like that guy that I was telling you about, he runs them more often than most because he knows everyone's sleeping and they're not going to skip. Yeah. You know? But yeah, I just turned the volume down nice and low on that one, and he's chill, man. I mean, but of course that's a league. You're not going to really know what's going on. So he probably wouldn't work for you, but I'm sure you can find someone. There's an audience for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Try Twitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something, because it's the nightmares are getting ridiculous, dude. Like fucking, especially now that I'm not smoking pot. My dreams are so vivid, anyways. You know.
Well, you shouldn't listen to anything. Like, do you have to listen to something to go to bed? Because I don't usually do that.
I mean, if I don't listen to something, then it's my own inner monologue, and that's way worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, like so. I gotta have somebody else talking. Like somebody else has to do the talking.
What if it's just me?
I don't know. That might get a little weird.
What if I share you our videos, the uncut, unuploaded videos version, so you can listen to them while you're going to bed, and they won't have ads because I'm sharing you like the raw file.
Yeah, but then it's still me.
But it's like half me, though.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work, dude.
Okay. Yeah. What if you just listen to like some weird ASMR shit, man?
So then I got a boner the whole time?
You get a boner from someone whispering to you?
If it's a lady.
How you doing, man?
No, that's creepy. That's creepy as fuck.
Oh, it's all ASMR, man. It's just all creepy. All right, now to ASMR. I don't know. What other options do you have for sleep? I guess I
could try like ocean sounds or something. Don't old people do that?
Oh yeah, my parents just do like crazy white noise. Like my parents would just have they had an air purifier thing that they would just like put on full blast in the room.
Yeah.
I don't even think they cared about the air being pure. I think they just wanted the which I can't handle that crap. I can't do that shit. No,
maybe I could do like The Rain or something.
Yeah, Rain's a good one. Rain's a classic. That puts a lot of people to sleep. Try that out.
City. Something like that.
Of the city?
Yeah, just like cars wishing by.
No way, bro.
Maybe a train.
Do you hear headphones, or does your wife have to listen to this shit?
Oh no, I'm usually more often than not she crashes on the couch, because like if I sleep with my CPAP on, it only will stay on for a couple hours, and then I'm snoring like a goddamn freight train. So we rarely sleep in the same bed.
Man, dude. Yeah. I wish that was me in my last relationship, dude. I mean, we didn't actually sleep together, but she was so upset about it. I wish she just wasn't upset about it, you know?
Yeah, they just, well, because then too, like, even before my sleep apnea became such a big deal, like, I guess I fidget a lot. So, like, the whole time we were in the bed together, she'd be like, are you done moving yet? Are you done wriggling around? So eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go sleep in another.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, man. Like, I think we need to normalize as a society not sleeping with your partner. Because it's like, it's just so, like, everyone sleeps differently, man. And it's just, like, so ridiculous to try to force two people to sleep the same in the same bed. Like, it's just, it's an outrage. Like, who is happy about it? Why is anyone like, yeah, I need to, while I'm not conscious, I need someone next to me?
I see both sides of it. Like, there is a comfort thing. Some people do like to be cuddled as they fall asleep. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like I said, like, I snore so loud, like, I would feel bad for whoever was stuck laying next to me.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Just, you know, sounding like a damn grizzly bear.
I mean, you can, like, try it, right? Like, if it works out, if you and your partner, you know, sleep well together, great, go for it. But it's like, I think we just need to normalize in society that that's, like, not
a requirement
or, like, a normal thing. Like, most of the time, you're probably not gonna be able to sleep together.
Even in the fucking 40s and 50s, though, they figured that out because, like, two people would be in the same room, but they would just sleep on two different twin beds.
That's the dream.
You know, like, that's not...
Well, you still got snoring, though, on that one.
Well, yeah, but so...
But I think that people are loud snorers. Like, that goes hard.
Yeah.
Man.
But, yeah, I don't think that... You know, some people figure it out, some people don't. You know, I think it's just about who you're with. And, you know, where you're willing to meet in the middle on that. But, I mean, you know, yeah, we were just talking. In August, we will have been married 12 years. So, I mean, it's not a deal.
12 years.
Yeah, so it's not a deal breaker for us. Like, we figured that shit out early.
The big 1-2.
Yeah.
As the 1-2 punch. You're gonna make punch. You should make punch on your 12th anniversary and call it the 1-2 punch.
I think we kind of have to now. Just because I doubt, like, if anybody has done that, I doubt there's very many people that have.
The 1-2 punch, and then you, like, bottle it, and you, like, save it. And then when you're, like, 90 years old, about to die or something, you'll take one last sip of the 1-2 punch.
Or we bottle it, patent it, we pour it on our feet, and then we sell it. You pour it on her feet and then let it cascade into the bottle, and then some sicko buys it on the internet. Because it's been on feet.
You didn't have to clarify. Or you can do that.
Yeah, I don't monetize that shit, baby.
I wish you the best of luck in finding a buyer for that, because I will not.
I doubt it would be that hard. You put that shit on Reddit.
They would already, because it's the 1-2 punch. It's 12-year anniversary, so they would know that they're married. You don't think it'd be harder to find one that's...
It'd be even more forbidden fruit. It's like, oh, this married chick's feet. Oh my god.
All right. Don't let me know if you ever sell that. I don't want to know. I thought
I could get her to agree to that.
You don't think so?
No.
She seems like the kind of person who would do anything for money.
Because if she thought someone would buy it, I think she would do it. Like, if she thought someone would buy it. But I don't think she has...
You think she's like me, and then she's like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't think
you'd have to go to like a dark corner of the internet. That's the problem that I would say.
I don't think you'd have to look that far.
I think you'd have to go pretty far.
Some of the Reddit searches, like some of this, like if I'm just trying to like, you know, modestly goon on Reddit, you know what I mean? Like, and your search gets a little too specific.
Modestly goon, that's the title.
Okay. But like, you know, you make a search on Reddit. And then you just scroll like 2 threads, and then there's somebody smearing shit on themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to look that hard, man, for the...
But, like, pay money, though. Like, that's... Right? Because, like, it's... The smear shit... The shit smear on the Reddit, that's free. Right? You're wanting someone to pay, presumably, a lot of money, not just, like, $5.
The person, or the people posting that are sellers, man.
Oh. Well, are people actually buying, though? See, that's the ish, because you might just see the sellers posting and they're just hoping to get anyone. Maybe they're not selling.
I don't think it's that far of a stretch.
Well, it'd be a fun anniversary idea. Hey, babe, well, you want to sell your foot punch. The 1-2 punch, though. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is.
That's a good one. All right, you wanted to complain about looking busy at work?
Okay,
Which is
and
fair.
this goes back to
Turning time.
When I first started working. There's a catchphrase at McDonald's. If you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean. And it would make me want to fucking kill myself.
That's who coined that shit.
It got
Is that like
said
every
to me,
McDonald's or like just that one franchise?
It's gotten said to me at more than one Golden Arch. And like it's that state of mind though.
That's so horrible.
Where
man.
it's like, if I've done everything that's assigned to me, why do I have to pretend that I'm still doing stuff?
Yeah.
Like you have the ability to check my work.
Yeah.
You know, check my work. Oh, he doesn't have anything to do. Like, why do I got to do this like song and dance? Especially if you're not doing shit. You got time to look at me leaning? You know what I mean?
Well, that's their job. They're getting paid to look at you lean, you know?
I don't understand that about society. It's like, why do I have to look busy?
Well, it's because they're paying you. They're not paying you for the tasks. They're paying you for your time. So if you're not doing anything with your time, they feel like it's a waste of their money as the employer.
They need to come up with more tasks.
They do. Well, that's the clean is the task that they just came up with. They just came up with it. Here you go. You got to clean.
It's bullshit though, because like usually like shit's already clean if I'm leaning. You know, if there was something for me to clean, I wouldn't be leaning. You know, like I'd be doing that.
I mean, especially at like a fast food place, man. Like, which is notoriously pretty busy.
Yeah.
Like if you got time to lean, let them lean.
Yeah. Dude, my fucking ankles feel like they're gonna shatter. You know?
Yeah, like
I smell like pickles and onions. Like, let me take a breather. God damn.
Yeah, that's kind of. That's kind. What do you want to talk about? Like it at Desi at all, or was that just McDonald's?
Well, yeah, no, it drives me insane, and I even to the point I had a conversation with my immediate supervisor about it, and she was like, you know, as long as you guys get your stuff done, I don't give a shit. You know, but like, you know, because like sometimes they'll be like, oh, superintendents are on the floor, you know, and those are the times.
Yeah, see, those are the ones that give a shit.
Yeah, that like you have to look busy, and it's like, but like, why?
Because they're the ones who are gonna fire you if you don't. That's why.
It's just, I don't get it though, man. Like, check my work. Like, that's if it's that big a deal for me to look busy, then like take 2 seconds, figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do. Figure out I've already fucking done it, and leave me alone.
Well, the problem is that the person who's walking around the floor, you know, the high up superintendent person or whatever, they don't know how to check your work. So they just see you not being busy. They're like, oh, we can cut costs. Let's cut the labor costs. Let's fire some people. You know?
Man, honestly, a lot of days, I would rather get fired than to have to try to sit and figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Dude, just like... It's so easy though, man. You just have your computer screen open on something. Like, dude, you got it made in your cube because you got one monitor. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted on the one monitor.
Yeah.
And then the other monitor, you could just have like your email.
That's
open.
what, yeah.
And then if someone walks by, you just have your head looking at the email one. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, the email one's right there. So if they are like walking by, they can see that. And that's usually what I am doing. I'm just looking at the screen, like, you know.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Why do I have to fucking do this? You know, like it hurts so bad.
I think you're just overthinking it, man. I think if that's your biggest complaint, I mean, you got it pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it could definitely be worse. It definitely could. Like, I could be like, why do I have to sign in for the 6th time? And my password is correct. You know, like that was like right before I left DOR. RP started doing this thing where like even if you typed in your password correctly, it would just go away and you'd have to do it again. Like I counted one day I had to sign in 12 times, dude. I was so mad.
Oh my gosh.
Man. So yeah, no, it can always be worse.
Yeah.
And that is a very minor complaint. You know, but it's still...
it is kind of annoying though, because then you're always worried. You're like, is the person did they catch me? Right. 2, do they care?
Right.
3, if they do care, am I getting a talking to?
Right. Like,
right?
Or
yeah.
if they do care, like, am I gonna have to be like, well, fucking look and see that I don't have anything to do, you know?
Yeah.
And then like, are they gonna try to tack more bullshit on for me to do?
Yeah.
You know. So it's.
It's just how the corporate life is, man. I mean, there's, you know, gonna be issues everywhere.
I hate it. I hate it.
We got to find you something. We got to find you, like, what if you got paid? I got it. Hold on. You produce a good that, like, is something that people want, and then you sell it to them, like the 1-2 punch.
So, like,
you just
food service? So, like, I go back to flipping burgers?
No, but, like, you just, like, you pour the river water through your socks.
Yeah.
Right? And then you make punch with it, and then you sell it to the Gooners.
I would be all about that, man.
Just do it. I mean, you're the one sitting here saying the buyers are easy to find. You just take a picture of your wife's feet and just say these are the feet it went through. And they can go through your feet. They're not going to know.
I just don't think that the argument of, like, why are you spending our savings on this?
What are you spending it on? Like, you just make some punch. It's going to cost you, like, what? Maybe $100 to make some punch?
Don't you have to, like, be licensed to do that?
Brother, you really think people are licensed who are selling foot water?
Like, socks and stuff?
Really?
And their underwear?
You really think people are fucking licensed?
Don't you got to claim that on your taxes somehow or something? Like, aren't you, like...
Yeah, you just report the income on your taxes.
But like, you're a business at that point, right? Like, in there, like, you don't need a tax ID to sell your underwear? Like, surely there's some kind of sales tax on that, or vendor's use, right? If you're fucking shipping underwear to Texas?
I mean, you might have to look into it a little bit. I mean, vendor's use there wouldn't be, because you have to have, like, a certain amount that you're selling, but that's from out of state into state.
Well, if it's enough for me to quit my job, I'm going to have to be shipping this shit across the country, right?
Now you just find one buyer who's paying you $14,000.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you need. You just need the one guy.
Just one guy?
Yeah,
eventually, that's not going to be enough, though. At some point, he's going to want to suck my wife's feet. If he's paying that much money, like, eventually he's going to be like, okay.
And then you hit him with the $100,000 for it, and then your wife just lets it happen.
So then my wife's a prostitute?
Is it prostitution if they're just sucking toes, man?
I think if the other person's getting sexual gratification from it, it's prostitution.
I don't know, man. I mean, she can kick him after he's done. Because he's right there next to her feet.
Yeah, but then she's got to look in the mirror and, like, you know, as she's
got clean-ass toes.
And she's in the shower and realizing that she's wiping off some man's slobber off of her feet. You know?
I mean, we'd have to ask her. I mean, there's a price. I'm sure she'd be willing to pay to do it for the right price.
And then, like, you know, she's got a dad. You know?
So, like, why does the dad have to know?
Well, yeah, obviously, I don't think that's something that she would want to tell him, but, like...
Or maybe she would. Maybe she'd be like, yeah, I'm really rich because people suck my toes.
I don't think that'd go over.
Nah, dude, I'd do it. If someone paid me, like, big bucks, like $100K a sesh... my toes, they're all yours, brother. You get a sucking. I'll spray some lollipop juice on.
You're not a lady though either.
If I was a lady, I'd still do it. I don't care.
Well, no, definitely if I was a lady. But like, if I was a lady, I'd probably just be a prostitute. Straight up, like, you know.
No, let us know if you're a lady. Let us know. Would you let a creepy guy suck your toes for $50,000?
That'd be hard to pass up. Man.
That'd be hard to pass up.
I think $10,000.
And like he's creepy, so it's gonna last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, tops, and he's on the mouth sounds.
So like 5 minutes of like creepy, gross shit going on in your toes. But it's like your toes, man. Like, who the fuck cares about your toes?
I think for $10K, I'd let somebody suck my toes.
I'd probably do it for like $20. I don't even care. Shit, I'd probably do it for free. Fuck it, man. I don't even. Just to say that I did it. The first time's free. The second time you gotta pay.
It had to be some thousands, man. Because you gotta look in the mirror after that shit.
Yeah, but when you would like brag about it to all your friends?
That somebody paid me $20 to suck my toes? No. They'd be like, dude, what's going on, man? Like, you need $20 that bad?
No, I know.
You could have called me. That's probably what they would say.
Like, I got it on videotape, man. Check this shit out.
No. Nobody's watching that with you.
All right, how do we get the toes, man? How the fuck do we get here?
Hey, it's the wrong.
All right. Okay, let's move on from the toes. Okay, so this is... I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. So, in accounting, I process checks that we receive, okay?
All right.
So I get a check, all right? It's made out to the Department of Education. Which, we are the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education.
Okay,
but it doesn't say the Missouri Department of Education. And believe it or not, there's a lot of education departments out there.
Yes.
There's the federal one, and then there's probably one for like every single of the 50 states.
Yes.
So you got like 51 education departments. So, okay, not a huge deal. But, just keep note that it's Department of... They're supposed to make it out to the Missouri Treasurer. It's who they're supposed to make it out to, not even to the education department. It's supposed to be the Missouri State Treasurer's office.
State STO? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. So it's already not made out to the right person, but it's usually fine. It's not a huge deal. But you look at the address, and the address on this fucking thing says like 112. It wasn't a real address. I forget what it said. It was like 112 Johnson, and then it was like Georgia, or it was Jefferson City, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
65. It was our zip code. It was 65101 in Missouri, but it said Jefferson City, Georgia.
So already we got a wrong name and a wrong address.
So we got wrong name, wrong address. Okay. So, now I've seen checks that are wrong name, wrong address before, and I've usually figured out what they're about, and it's usually fine, right? Like it was halfway there. It's close enough. Who the fuck cares? No one's gonna look at this shit. It's in like this big list. It's in this big deposit of like 20 other checks. Who the fuck's gonna look at it and see? Okay, no one cares. Okay. All right. The problem was that I couldn't figure out what the fuck this money was for. Like, if I knew what the money was for, it was like definitely supposed to be to us, I just cash it, right? But like, it was just the check. There wasn't a note with it. There wasn't an invoice with it. It was just the check. And I'm like, okay. So I search up, the check has a name on it of like whose money it is. So I search up that name. No results. They don't show that they're owing any money. I'm like,
okay.
All right. So I have made a letter. I don't have to use this letter very often, luckily, but I made a letter like last year that, I modify a little bit of it. Because I don't have their email either. I don't have their email. I don't have their phone number, right? Normally I'd like call them. I'd be like, hey, I got this check. What's it for? I'd have like their email. I'd send them an email and be like, hey, I got this check. What's it about? No email, no phone number. There's nothing with this check. Okay. So they send it back with a letter that says, yo, we can't process your check because the name's wrong. The address is wrong. Make sure you're sending it to the right person. And also send it with like an invoice so I know what the fuck you're paying. Okay. So I send it out. Send it back to the person who presumably sent it to us.
Okay.
Okay. And I get an email from the person who I sent it back to, who again sent it to us in the first place. Just want to make that very clear. And they're like, hey, I got this check from you. What the fuck is this for? Bitch, you sent it to me! What do you mean? Did you read the letter I put in there for? The letter literally spells it out for you. It says exactly what the problems are and what you need to do to fix it.
So wait, this person couldn't discern that it was their handwriting on the check?
Well, it was like
It was typed out?
It was typed out.
Okay.
But it had their fucking name on it in like the sender's spot. You know, like the 2 is like Department of Education and your name is in the from spot. Like, what the fuck? You mean you don't know what this check's going on? So I reply back to the email. I'm like, well, you sent it to us. If you didn't send it to us, maybe you should contact your bank and see why they're sending out checks with your name on it. I said to her, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then this bitch calls me.
Oh, boy.
No, I think she called me before she saw my email.
Okay.
So make that as you will. But yeah, she calls me and she's like, hey, how did you talk about this check? I'm like, yeah, I got your email. You just need... I don't even know what I said to her. I was just like, yeah, it's a check that we got. We can't process it because of the issues outlined in the letter that was also included in there. If you just fix the issues and send it back to us, we can get it processed. I don't even remember the conversation, man. But everyone in my unit heard me do that phone call, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" And I'm like, "I don't even fucking know, man." I'm like, this person's so stupid. You sent us a check. We can't process it. We sent it back to you, and you're confused about where the check came from. You sent it to us, man.
Were they old?
They didn't sound that old. I'd say like 40, 50.
Okay, so maybe like early onset dementia, maybe?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just, it's not my problem anymore, and I don't want to think about it, but it was so crazy. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, why are you calling me about your check?
Yeah, that's confusing. Like, what? Maybe they forgot they wrote it? But then, like, it's like you said, it says to Department of Education. So, like, why would you receive it and think it's for you?
It didn't come up in the conversation that we had. I didn't ask. Didn't ask.
Yeah, that would.
I just told her to fix the issues that I outlined in the letter, and
send it back.
Send it back.
Hopefully you don't get it back.
It didn't sound like I was getting it back.
Okay.
From what it sounded like, man. Which is great. I don't want it back.
Yeah.
So AI, back to AI, our classic, our favorite conversation topic. AI, apparently it's racist. Who could have seen this coming? So I was reading an article, as I oftentimes do, and the article was like, hey, we had AI like grade or review people's papers.
Okay.
Like they type up like some paper for school or for college or whatever, and the AI would review it and like, give input of ways to change it, make it better, or whatever like that. And everything's fine, it's all fine and dandy until you tell the AI that you're a black kid, or that you're an Asian kid, or that you're a woman. And then the AI changes its response. It doesn't like be anything mean,
yeah,
but it's just different based on whether you're, based on the color of your skin. It gives a different response. And it was like, I didn't actually read the article, the study. I didn't look into the study very much. I just read the article that was summarizing the study.
Yeah.
But the study was like, there was a bunch of different words that would like come up more or less often depending on whether you told the AI you were a black woman or a black man or a Asian man or an Asian woman or Caucasian. It would like give you more words and stuff. And like for black ones, it was like, I don't remember the words, but it was like, it was kind of interesting. I'm sure it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
We might be sitting here being like, oh my gosh, AI is racist, is going to kill us. Well, it's not that terrible because it's getting this racism because that's just how people are. People are racist and it's been trained on people. So it's racist, It's like, it noticed that, the people who grade black people's papers say these things, so it's just saying the same shit.
So, like, okay, it's grading a black person's paper, and they're like, what, mad at the Asian person that owns the corner store? Or, like, what do you mean?
No, it wasn't like anything mean. It was just like,
like, you spelled this wrong, yo.
Not quite that. No, it would be like if you were like of a minority, it would be more uplifting to you. It would say like, wow, this is a really awesome paper. You did really good with it. You really brought out it was like justice would be like one of the more common words said to like black people or something, right?
What?
It'd be like, this is really about justice and equality and blah, 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 blah. But if you're just like, some white guy who just like wanted input, it'd be like, yeah, you didn't spell that right. You could probably tune this out a little bit better. And stuff like that. So it'd just be like...
So then, if anything, it's racist against white people. Because you guys don't get any uplifting words. You're just wrong.
Well, I mean, do you want uplifting words, right? Is it racist if you're just different? Or is it racist if you're just mean, right?
I see what you're saying.
Because it wasn't being mean to anyone.
So it panders to...
Yeah, it panders differently depending on who you are.
So weird.
Yeah. So, is that racist though, right? That's another question.
I guess it is a form of like...
Because you are treating them differently based on the color of their skin, but not like necessarily in a bad way.
Yeah. I think if you're like, a white incel, like that's just another way you're losing the country, Like they would say, like, even the damn AI is...
Well, again, it's just trained on
in the darkest.
People who would pander. Like, that's why it's doing it. 'Cause that's what people have been doing for the last 10 years, and that's the data it's been using to train on. So it's going to do it too. So again, it wasn't anything like bad. It's not like AI is like, fuck you, black person, and use, a bad word or whatever.
Go back to your country
go back
and learn how to spell, Tyrone.
Nothing like that. It was just slight differences. It was very slight. Like, just some words would come up more. And the attitude that it would have, especially if you like said, like, I'm a black kid, I'm looking for like critical input on the paper, and it's like I'm a white kid looking for critical input on the paper. Like, even though you ask for critical input on both, like the white person would just get straight critical input, but then the black person would be like, I mean, you could make some improvements over here, but like it's okay if you don't want to.
This is why you're trapped in low income housing.
So, I mean, I'm sure you could read the actual study if you're really interested in this. Don't take RomeBros' word for it. Okay, I'm summarizing and making crazy blanket statements here. If you are interested, read the actual study. I'm not going to have it linked because we don't have that many viewers. But please, before you be mad at AI for being racist, go read the actual study so you understand yourself what it's about. Well, all right. We got our disclaimers out of the way. Big money. Yeah. All right. So you guys know that I pay people money for doing things, for doing business-related things.
Yeah.
That's like my job.
Yeah.
And you guys know I like to talk about the bad stewards, the taxpayer dollars out there who like to do some things that are a little bit questionable. They're a little bit, is that really the best way you could have done that? Or just some crazy expenses that's like, wow, that, really happened. I guess that's how much it costs or whatever. Well, we found the winner. I don't think anyone will surpass this.
Worse than the fraud one?
Maybe not worse than the fraud one.
Because that was pretty funny.
That was pretty bad, but that wasn't me paying them,
Oh, okay. So yeah, that wasn't
that was someone else paying themselves. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but not quite as bad as that. But this is pretty bad. So we've got an individual, okay, and they work for, I don't know how much I'm going to dox them here, but they work for this division or unit. I think it's called a commission or some shit. It's like a little subset of the Department of Education. And apparently it's like highly political or some shit.
Oh, boy.
Because I've gone to my boss about some of their questionable expenses before, and they were like, it's not worth opening that can of worms. Just pay them.
Oh, my God.
Kind of shit. So I was like, all right. So normally these people, I give them a pretty heavy grace on what they get because I've been told, don't worry about it. Well, then I get an access report, and the person has decided that they decided to fly from St. Louis to Kansas City.
Okay.
Instead of
driving the 2 hours.
Driving. I mean, it's more than 2 hours. It's like 3, maybe 4, depending on where you start and end. So it is a decent drive, but like I've paid people to drive significantly further than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it wouldn't be that bad if it's cheaper, right? If it's actually cheaper to fly, then it's better to fly, right? Yeah. Everyone, we can all agree on that. So I run the numbers, as I do, yes. Right? What would this cost if they just drove? And the flight there is like exactly the cost of if you drove. It's off by like $12. Okay. So not that bad. But then you realize that when they're there in Kansas City, they don't have a car. So if they want to get around, they're Ubering everywhere. So that's where the real money starts to become an issue. So this person flew into Kansas City, which already was like, what the fuck, man? That's not great of an idea for you. And then like Ubered all over the fucking city to get to wherever the fuck they had to be for like 4 days. And then obviously flew back. And it's just like, that's just insane. It was crazy expensive, okay? Like with the Ubers, it was insane. So I reply back to him. I'm like, I need at least an explanation on this shit. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, hey, I noticed that you flew and it ended up being pretty fucking expensive with all those freaking Ubers. Oh, dude, wait, it was different, bro. Okay, hold on. Back it up. Back at the timeline. So that's what I thought at first, okay? And then I squint at it, I look a little bit closer, and the flight receipt said, it doesn't say that they flew from St. Louis to Kansas City.
Oh, no.
It says they flew from Dallas to Kansas City. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, like what?
And then they flew back to Dallas. I'm like...
So they're not even from here?
I don't know. So I asked him, I said, this is what I actually said in the email. The other email is coming later. There's multiple emails.
Oh, my God.
So I sent this email. I'm like, hey, I noticed that you flew, and it says you're coming from fucking Dallas. What the fuck? Boop. And they get back to me, and they're like, okay, so the conference was originally supposed to be in January, and they were going to maybe fly, maybe drive, who knows. And then there was bad weather or some shit, or for some reason the meeting got moved to another date, like next month to February.
Okay.
Okay. And the person who needed allegedly, presumably, I didn't actually ask, but who apparently needed to go to this conference so bad, had an already existing plan to be in Dallas that week because their like daughter was getting some like specialized treatment from some magical doctor who's only in Dallas.
Oh,
or some shit. And I was like, okay, well that's probably still not great, but like at least you gave a pretty good excuse, and you're the political, the commission thing that I'm also asked too many questions about.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's fine enough. I'll print this explanation off. I'll throw it with the thing, so that way if your auditors come back, they can see why the fuck you're flying from Dallas. And I approve it. Stamp it approved, ship it off, presumably good to go. Okay, hope it's behind me. It wasn't behind me. The very next day, I get 2 more reports from the same person. And one's for like March and one's for April. Okay, the March one was kind of fine because they flew again. So I don't know if they just hate driving or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. But they flew again from St. Louis to Kansas City. And this time they actually did it. They didn't go to Dallas this time. Okay. They actually from St. Louis to Kansas City this time. But they had like no Ubers. So I don't know how the fuck they got around. I don't know if they
they just stayed at the hotel the conference was at?
Well, I'm wondering if they use a company credit card to get a rental car. Might have been what they did.
No, maybe, yeah.
Which would have made the cost more expensive. Because, again, the cost of just the plane ticket is equal to if you drove. So if you do anything else, if you get a rental car, you take an Uber, it's more expensive. We're paying for your airport parking. But on what I was looking at, because, again, what I'm looking at is separate from the company card. So I don't know if they did anything on the company card for this trip. I can't really ask too much. But just the plane ticket, I wrote on the paper that it's like the same exact cost as driving, just as a little bit of a justification for why we're flying. And I approved the March one because, again, same cost, whatever. Who cares if you fly if it's going to cost us the same amount? And then we get to April. All right? Now, you thought it was bad before. Oh, you just wait. All right, so we got this lady who took a train. The Amtrak train from Washington, Missouri. It wasn't even St. Louis. It was Washington, Missouri, which is pretty close to St. Louis. It's like, 30, 40 minutes out? Somewhere around there. And I took a train from Washington to Kansas City. Great. That's a very cheap. That's cheaper than driving.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you did that. I'm like, wow, you're awesome. And then they flew back. And you might think, okay, well, maybe the flight back is like half the cost of flying, a round trip.
Yeah.
It was like $20. It was like the round trip was like $360, and then the one way was like $320. It was like, what the fuck, man? Like, you should have just flown there.
Yeah.
Because if you had flown there and back, it would have been cheaper the round trip than taking the train there and flying just back. Like, the one-way cost is absurd. Okay? So I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, are you kidding me? Why are you doing that? Right? But again, it was, right, train there, fly back. It ends up being, again, we're talking like $20. Am I going to really fight over $20? Probably not. But like, what the fuck are you doing, lady, right? Be a good steward. Just fucking drive, man. Like, do you not have a car? How do you get to work? I don't understand. Okay?
Maybe they don't have a car. Maybe they just take the train to work.
I don't fucking know what they're doing. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But
maybe it's just disabled.
But there's more.
Oh.
In the same month of April, they decided, well, let's go to Kansas City one more fucking time. All right? Oh, man. And so they flew again. Oh, why wouldn't they? And, dude, there was so many Ubers. So between taking the train and flying back and doing the fly there and fly back, so they did 2 trips to Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And they had to Uber around because they didn't have a fucking car. They had to Uber the fuck around. I added up over $600 of Ubers.
Shit.
Over $600 of Ubers, by the way. Okay? Like, just drive, man. Just drive. Like, oh my God, take your own fucking car,
They gotta be in Kansas City that much. Why don't they just move to fucking Kansas City, man? Like, what are you going to Kansas City this much?
I don't know, dude. The crazy thing is that they have, like, this commission has employees who actually live in Kansas City. So I don't know why this St. Louis person needs so badly to be there. Like, I'm not your boss. Maybe it's really important for them to be there. Maybe you don't have anyone else trained on what they're doing. But you have employees who live in Kansas City. And we are spending thousands of dollars to send someone from St. Louis over to Kansas City.
Yeah, get on a fucking WebEx, man. Do like just have a conference call.
I don't know what's going on.
Tax dollars hard work, folks.
It's unbelievable. Okay, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
Right? So I'm like, I replied him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, this is ridiculously expensive, like unbelievable. And I'm like, yo, why are we fucking flying and spending like thousands of dollars on Ubers? And they reply back and they're like, oh, well, you know, they were going to get a rental car, but there weren't any rental cars available. And they decided to fly because they were worried about bad weather on that day, which like sounds like a pretty good excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you think about it and you're like, you're worried about bad weather?
So you fly.
A month and a half when you booked the flight like a month before the event, and the event was in April. And you were worried about bad weather in April in March.
Yeah, that's
okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, sure. So I go to my boss and I'm like, yo, boss, we gonna pay this shit? Well, we go through the policy. Turns out nothing in policy that says you can't do this because it's, you know, it was so fucking stupid that no one would ever think to say you can't.
Yeah.
So I had to pay it. But we're going to try to update policy and make it so you can't do that shit.
Yeah?
Because it's fucking crazy, man. I'm like, man. Oh my gosh.
I hope we don't find you, like, tied up somewhere, man, because you're pissing off all of these
No, I'll piss him off, bro. Dude, if you show the governor that freaking paper that says this person spent like $2,000 to go from St. Louis to Kansas City twice, I guarantee you they're going to fucking open their eyes, man. There's no fucking way. Like, I mean, it's not that point. It's not about what the commission's doing. It's about just spending money responsibly.
Yeah.
Which I think most people can get behind.
Yeah, I think it sounds like they just don't give a shit. You know?
I think they just either can't drive, don't know how to drive, or don't like driving. Like, it's got to be some sort of a version of driving. So they took a train and then fly. Like,
yeah,
there's something there where they just don't drive.
But I mean, yeah, if their kid has to go to Dallas for some kind of surgery, maybe they got some health problems themselves where like driving's difficult or something, you know.
But then why are you being employed at a position that requires you to drive across the state on like a monthly basis?
That's it.
Because this is like 3 months in a row you had to go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Presumably when you got this job, it isn't like, oh no, we really need you to do it. Like when you took the job, you knew that was in the interview, right? Like,
surely.
Why are we hiring someone who can't drive if their job requires them to drive, man? The crazy thing is too, is that driving, if you're the employee, driving is substantially better for you as the employee. Because if you fly a plane and take a bunch of Ubers and shit, we reimburse you for exactly what you paid for those items, right? So at the end of the day, your account, your bank account is going to show the exact same thing it would have.
Yeah.
But if you drive, we pay you 70 cents a mile that you drove. When you drive, you don't immediately pay that cost, right? You got to pay for gas.
Yeah.
That's like 10 cents a mile, right? So we're giving you 70 cents a mile. Now, you presumably are going to feel that later on when you got to repair your car. Yeah. But like immediately your bank account is going to be like, you know, which, I mean.
Yeah. So then, yeah, it's got to be, you know.
It's, so I don't.
Yeah, medical.
I don't know what it is, but it's fucking. But anyways, I think that's the worst. Like flying from St. Louis to Kansas City on company dollar when you can just drive is just insane.
That is ridiculous.
That's just because you got like it's gonna take you longer. You gotta go up to the airport like 2 hours early.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you even want to do that? Like, flying sucks, man.
Yeah, like it's just gonna be faster to drive. Yeah. So, anyways, there you go.
We should probably skip this next topic because it is a bit insensitive.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it up there for a second, though.
Okay.
You feeling all right though on that one, man?
I saw a YouTube video and it was more of a question. That's not an accusation on my part. And I didn't know if you had any insight on that or if you had heard anything about it.
Well, I don't know anything about Anne Sullivan, but I do know Helen Keller because I read a conspiracy by some guy, again, in those comments of the, again, probably unrelated to Helen Keller at all, because they just go crazy in the comments section on these articles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this person was like, Helen Keller's not real. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, where is this even coming from, bro? So I was interested, and I went to the Wikipedia article for Helen Keller. Bro, there's no fucking way she wasn't real, man. Like, she wrote a book.
Well, yeah, no, she was definitely a real person, but a lot of people, Anne Sullivan was the person who supposedly taught her how to communicate with everyone else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But a lot of people think that all of the books and stuff that she wrote and like the feelings that she conveyed was just Anne Sullivan. Because like they said a lot of times,
No.
when she would communicate with people, Anne Sullivan would have to like, translate, because like some stuff just didn't make sense of what she was saying, and so they think that it was just a lot of Anne Sullivan's thoughts and opinions instead of Helen Keller's.
No, because she like did shit.
That was the gist of the video, is what.
Like she like actually went out and like, because was it, dude? Okay, now you're gonna make me pull it up, bro. Now you're making me pull it up, bro. Because no, there's one. I want to get it right. Because I don't.
Again, that was a question. That's not. I don't have like some hate boner for Helen Keller. Like I don't.
Well, for the fucking psychopaths that do, man, we're gonna fucking put this shit to rest, dude. Because there was, she did. Yeah, Anne Sullivan was her companion.
It was just always hard for me to wrap my head around. If someone can't see or hear, how do you communicate with them to teach them anything? It just never, it was hard for me to wrap.
Okay, here you go. Okay. So this is from some guy. Who the fuck is it? Does it say?
Some guy.
A newspaper. Some guy who wrote a newspaper wrote this little snippet way back in, 1900, whatever the fuck it was, 1916. Okay? He wrote, "A message of optimism, of hope, of good cheer, and of loving service was brought to Menomonee," I guess it's their town, Saturday. "A message that will linger long with those fortunate enough to have received it. The message came with the visit of Helen Keller and her teacher, Mrs. John Macy," so not Anne Sullivan, "and both had a hand in imparting it Saturday evening to a splendid audience that filled the memorial. The wonderful girl who has so brilliantly triumphed over the triple afflictions of blindness, dumbness, and deafness gave a talk with her own lips. On happiness. And it will be remembered always as a piece of inspired teaching by those who heard it." That was back then, bro.
You gotta love early 1900s where being dumb was a disability. I could have been getting a fucking check, man.
But anyways, she was there. She didn't have Anne Sullivan with her at that particular moment.
Okay.
And she talked with her own lips.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I think that puts it to rest. Okay,
fair enough.
So that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, she was actually a speaker. She would talk herself. She couldn't hear it, but
yeah, she
would talk. So answer is no. Helen Keller was not a
I'm going to hell, man. You knew though. That's why you fucking said that shit. You knew shit.
Oh, that she was dumb?
No, you said she gave the talk, but she couldn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, she could. I just wanted to clarify that. She couldn't hear it.
Oh my god, man. Where are we at on time?
We're pretty much there.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you we have plenty of time. We got plenty of topics
we
left.
Got a couple topics left, yeah.
Oh, you thought. Come on, man.
Silly me.
All right, we're ending it off with Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Should we be silent for the last minute here in honor of Helen Keller?
Dog jump off bed.
Philosophy!
Oh my